Hey guys, Vibrant here. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel for another video. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about things that I wish that I knew before I started collecting manga. I've been collecting manga, I'll say about 6 months, around this time. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you leave a comment below letting me know if you relate to any of this or if there's anything that happened to you, like a personal experience. But let's get started. So the first thing is that it is never just one series, because I had bought Waiting for Spring back in April. Barnes & Noble had a buy one get one half. I had bought it and I was like, oh, this is gonna be the only series that I'm ever collecting, because at that point I had read it like 50 times, so I knew that I wanted it. So I was like, oh, this is gonna be the only series that I'm ever buying. And then fast forward to July, I just kind of like bought a lot more after that. So it's never just one series. You're fooling yourself if you're thinking that you're only gonna buy just the one series and then that's gonna be it, because it's not true. So the second thing is that your collection is for you. It's not for anybody else. When I was first started collecting, I wanted all these different very popular series. I didn't end up buying any, but I was making a list of all these popular series that I wanted, just because everyone has them in their collection. And then kind of realized that I'm never really gonna read them more than once. So don't waste your time trying to make a collection just to appease other people. Your collection is for you, so only buy things that you're going to enjoy, that you're going to you're not out here trying to please other people with your collection. So the next thing is that you don't need to collect every single thing that you've read before. There's a lot of series that I have read and that I know I never want to read again, or that I've read and I know that I will read multiple times. I was at first a little on the fence about collecting My Dress Up Darling, just because I was keeping up with it as the chapters were coming out. There's one arc that I'm not a huge fan of. I know a lot of people aren't a huge fan of anyway, so I didn't really know if I wanted to collect it. But then I ended up collecting it because I will reread it again. I've read it twice online already, so I was I might as well have it in my collection, so then when I get up to date with whatever, I'm going to give it another read through. But you don't need to collect everything that you've ever read before. It's fine if you don't, and I'm glad that I told myself that, so I didn't kind of go even more crazy buying things that I've read already that I knew that I wasn't going to read again. So going into that last point is make a budget for yourself. As you guys, I don't know if you guys have seen my very first organizing my manga shelf or whatever, all that in that video, that 100 and whatever volumes I got in a month, maybe 2 months. I went crazy. Manga is very expensive. I don't think I realized getting into the hobby how expensive it actually was, so make sure that you make a budget for yourself. Right now, I know how much money to put towards manga, especially right now, the holiday seasons are coming up, so I'm gonna be buying Christmas presents. I have a couple birthdays for people coming up. My dog's medication's getting a little expensive, so I'm trying to reevaluate my spending in my budget. So make sure you do have a budget for yourself. At first it's all exciting, it's new. Speaking from experience, do not spend all your money on manga. So this is going to go into this, is that manga isn't going anywhere. It's not. You might see a deal on a series that's very popular and you think this is the best deal ever. There's going to be deals like that all the time, especially if the series is very popular. Now, out of print series are different, because I did get Strobe Edge and I spent $150 on all of it, which I probably could have waited and found a better deal for it, but at the time I didn't care. I was take my money. But very popular series deals will come and go. Do not if you don't have the funds for it at the moment, don't rush to buy it just because it's on sale. If you shop eBay, Mercari, Sci-Fi, or whatever you use to buy manga, Amazon, there will be other deals. Do not just buy it just because it's there at the moment. I have fallen victim to that many, many times. So make sure you are getting like the best bang for your buck, and make sure that you aren't going over your budget for the month just because it's a crazy good deal. My next thing is that unhauling is okay. Unhauling is good. It's a very fun process. When I first started buying manga, I was like, I'm never unhauling anything. I'm only gonna buy things I'm gonna read multiple times. That is not good thinking. Do not think like that. Do not think that you're gonna own a series for the rest of your life, because you're just not going to. I already have like in mind some series that once I read, a few more times, I'm gonna end up unhauling just because I didn't enjoy it as much as I did the very first couple times that I've read it. And that's fine. Don't go into it thinking, like I said, you're gonna have a series, you're gonna keep it forever. Unhauling is a very healing process. So unhauling, good, very good thing. My next thing is that I wish, like originally, I wasn't already buying series that like I have already read before, because when I first started, I was like, I'm not gonna be like those people that just buy a volume that, don't really know what it's about, because at the time I wasn't thinking I was ever gonna unhaul anything. I feel like that just sucks the life out of like reading manga, finding new manga, experiencing new manga. So now I'll read like the first volume online, or first volume or two online. If I think that I like it, I'll go ahead and I'll, keep picking it up. Or sometimes it is fun to just go into something like completely blind. That's okay. If you don't like it, unhaul it. Like there's nothing wrong with that. And it's so much more fun now that I am like reaching out and expanding, my categories, my genres, whatever. So that's gonna go into my next thing. Expand your genres. At first, I was only really into like shoujo, romance, shonen, whatever. I've been like getting into more horror. I've been getting into GL. I've been getting into BL. It's good to like expand. I'm not really like a huge fantasy isekai person. I still haven't ever read or watched isekai, but I'm getting more into the fantasy with Frieren. I didn't think I was gonna like Frieren. I love Frieren, so I definitely want to pick up the manga. I'm like halfway through the anime. I love it. So don't be like afraid if it's something like a genre you've never read before, you never watched before. Like don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone, because you don't know if you're gonna like it or not if you never tried it. So expand your genres. So my next thing is, if you are buying new manga, I wish like in the beginning that I checked the condition before I just picked it up, just because being a new manga collector, I feel like you're not really thinking about like taking care of your manga, checking the condition of it, just because like I think one of my volumes, like the whole bottom is yellowed, and at the time I was like, I like this, let me just buy it. So I didn't even check to see if like the pages were yellowed. I have something like, there's something on one of the pages on the inside. So if you are buying new, like flip through it at the store just to make sure like everything is up to your liking. Now used, it's fine if you buy yellowed or some rips or some dings or whatever, because it's used, like that's no problem. But I hate like buying new and it has issues. Like I'm not going to spend full like retail price if this thing has issues on it. So I wish I paid like closer attention to, some of the manga that I have that is not retail new quality. And then the very last thing is buy box sets. Look into box sets. I wish like I had realized how many like more series have box sets than I was actually thinking, because I don't know if you guys know, but Full Metal is my like top 3 favorite series. I had no idea that it had a box set. So I am sitting here buying like all individual copies of Full Metal, and I probably would have saved more money if I would have just bought the box set, because you get them all in one go. And especially right now, I can't ever find the rest in stores. Like I don't want to order it online because Barnes & Noble's packaging is whatever, whatever. But look into box sets. So I'm waiting for the Ouran High School Host Club box set to go on sale for Black Friday. Hopefully it does. I want Princess Jellyfish box set to go on sale. Hopefully it does. Other box sets, Tokyo Ghoul, Bleach, Naruto, whatever. if you do want it all like in bulk, I would like suggest that you wait for it to go on sale, but make sure you research what mangas first to check and see if they have a box set for it. All right, guys, so that is it for this video today. Thank you so much for sticking around and hearing everything that I wish that I knew before I started collecting manga. If any of these apply to you, or if you have anything that you want to add, leave a comment below, because I'll be, talking with you guys down there. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.